It's finally sunny. I have a day off. Let's fix this Ford. All right. First thing, brace is here. We got it all strapped in. Now we just have to remove these bolts right here. There's two here, one here, two up here on this side. There's two here, and then the same on that side. So let's get those things off so we can take out this cross member right here so we can start loosening up the rest of the transmission. Raise this jack until it clears those bolts. Cross member out. Okay, so let me show you how to get this thing off of here. First, pull this rubber boot up as high as you can. Make sure this comes with it. And then you'll see the shifter. So this shifter is held on by this. This is just a big nut, basically. So get yourself some pliers or something. Open them up as much as you can. Fuck it up once. There we go. Once you feel the spin, you're in the clear. Oh look, it's a spider up here. Okay. Once you get that off, there's one little pin that's on this side. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little pin that's over here on this side that kind of holds the shifter in its location. You gotta kind of have to maneuver that little guy out of there. There we go. And now it's out. This one, I don't know if you guys noticed in the last video, but I said that to not lose that little pin that goes on the side. Well, I lost it, so I had to make a new one. So I just cut a bolt down and I shoved it in there. It works. So don't come after me. It's not dumb if it works. Alright, so this is done. So now we can go down below again and start taking off the bell housing bolts on this thing. So if you don't want to lose your bolts, I suggest using this because I don't smoke anymore. So this is where all my bolts go right now. So let's go down below and continue working. Transmission is out. Now we need to get all of these bolts out to get this pressure plate out. So let's get this thing out. So we got to the end. This is what I think is the problem. Because if you look at it, it's actually a little lip that's sticking out from the base right here, and I think that's what's been going on, why it doesn't want to give any gears. So let me get this thing out and I'll grab the other one, because it's such a small little issue. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the problem. As you can tell right there, that little edge, I think that little edge is the part. Let's fix this. This is the bearing that it's supposed to be. You can see, you know, looks about the same, except the back. So you can see these two are different. So this little lip is the same as that little ledge or that little dirt line that I was showing you guys earlier. What I think was happening is, since this thing wasn't seated all the way in, because this little divot isn't on it, it wasn't letting the clutch engage all the way. So hopefully this is the problem, and the fix is just putting in the new one. Okay, so this is the new one, I think. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're gonna sit this guy in there as flat as we can, and we can use the old one to hammer it in. Yeah, that's it. All right. So there is no hard bits. Okay, there we go. Now that we got that on, we just do everything in reverse. I'm going to put the clutch on and the pressure plate, and then we can go from there. Well, it's a few hours later, and I got all the stuff underneath put back together. So the transmission is back on. I put all the stuff that it needs to where it needs to go. I didn't record a lot of it, mostly because I was cussing quite a bit, and I didn't want to be, you know, demonetized. So you gotta make some sacrifices sometimes, you know. Alright, so this thing, you gotta put this thing back where it was. And the way that it was is not the way that it's trying to go in. What's going on? Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, line that thing back up. Let's get that that pin that I made. Put it in the side here. Okay. Bring this thing down. Screw it back on. Okay. This thing's giving me some trouble here, but the good thing is that everything else underneath is finally put back where it's supposed to be, which took forever, especially because it's just me here. So trying to put a transmission and an MP, what is this, a 435 or something like that? A very heavy transmission on by yourself is not the best idea. So if you guys have to do this at any point, I would suggest having somebody around, because it's a lot easier and a lot safer if you have somebody to help you. But I did have to try to hurry up because the clouds are looking like they're gonna rain again. And I mean, I'm in California, like Southern California, and it's been raining a lot lately. We were in a drought for the longest time, and then we're not anymore, because it has been raining for a long time. I feel like Forrest Gump when he was in Vietnam, where it just started raining one day and it didn't stop raining for 4 months or whatever he says, because it's literally raining constantly. The dams are all full of water. A bunch of the roads are like flooded. But you know, small price to pay to not be in a drought. So I'm glad that I'm finally in the truck, because it was starting to get cold outside too. But after working all day on this, I also realized that I, one, wasn't drinking any water, so I'm pretty thirsty right now. And two, I haven't ate, so I'm kind of hungry. But I don't know, I was having a lot of fun. This is always my getaway. Even though it seems like really hard work and most people are dreading doing stuff like this, I'm actually really excited about doing stuff like this. I mean, I'm not excited that I have to change the transmission, like redo the pilot bearing after I messed it up. That's not something I was excited about. But I am excited that I get to learn that that's not how you do that. Because now I know not to do that. Because I don't want to start over on all these things like I just did. Okay. It feels right. So, what say you that we give this thing a try? I swear it. I better shift, because oh man. All right, let's get prepared, and I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Okay, so my phone's almost gonna die, and this is what I'm recording on. Really wish I had something else, but you know, your boy's broke. So if you want to pitch in and help me buy a GoPro, that would be cool. But let's see if this does anything. Let's see. I don't remember if I have gas in this. Let's see. All right. Okay, it starts. Sort of. Damn it. All right. Well, at least it'll start better now, right? Let's see. I think it's out of gas. Okay. Wait right here. Let me get some gas. Also, my phone was dying, and the cigarette plug, it works. This thing is just... I wonder if the horn works. Oh. That sounds like it broke. Okay. That's it. 5 gallons of gas later. Let's see what this thing can do. So we're in neutral. Okay. Starts up pretty good. Now clutch in. And the last time, whenever I would try to go into gear, it would just scrape and just sound just horrible. So now let's see if I can go into first. I can go into first. Second. Third. Where's fourth? That's third. There's fourth. Yeah. Over all the way. Reverse. That works. All right. Oh, and it's smooth. All right. Well, there's a truck behind me, so I can't really like move that far, but that was the problem. That damn pilot bearing, I had the wrong one, and that's why it wasn't working. Man, I can't even believe it's not even like a 1/4 inch. It was such a small little thing, but it prevented it from shifting. I'm excited right now. So now, since you got to the end of the video, I'm gonna give you your mental health moment at the end. Sometimes you'll most likely think your life is going to shit. It's horrible. Everything's just, nothing works. Just like this truck, it was laying in a field, not doing anything. And for all those years, nothing progressed because it was just sitting in a field. And the only reason this thing runs now and can shift and do all these things is because we put the work into it. So just like yourself, if you want to change your mind about something. Make that effort and, make that small change. It doesn't have to be something big. Just small things incrementally, here and there. Just like your project cars. You really think you're like balls in and just doing like full resto mod like all in one day? Hell no. How do you do it? You see one thing that's wrong and you fix it. And then as you go, you just keep fixing things along the way. Just think of yourself as your project car. Fix the brakes and just start doing little maintenance here and there. Soon enough, you'll be running and driving. Well, thanks for sticking around this long. I'm so excited. Now it goes. We just have to get it to stop. And then all the other stuff. Like I said, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. Really helps me out. And yeah, we'll see you for the next one. I'm gonna go have a victory beer. I think I deserve it this time. I got this thing to shift. All right, see you guys later.